Before rockets pierced the sky, before nuclear reactors split the atom, before the internet connected billions, there was a machine hidden in a clean room, sealed inside steel and glass, unknown to almost everyone. And yet, without it, the modern world would not exist. This is the story of the world's most important machine. As early as the late 20th century, as computers shrank from room-sized giants to desktop companions, engineers faced a terrifying problem. Silicon chips, the tiny brains inside every device, needed circuits smaller than anything humanity had ever built. Transistors had to shrink to nanometers, billionths of a meter. To carve such impossibly small patterns, ordinary light was no longer enough. So scientists began chasing something extreme ultraviolet light. Light with a wavelength of just 13.5 nanometers, small enough to etch circuits thinner than a virus. But creating this light required something almost absurd. They would need to build a machine unlike any ever constructed. Enter the Extreme Ultraviolet Lithography Machine. Built primarily by a Dutch company called ASML, the EUV machine is the most complex manufacturing device on Earth. Each unit costs around $200 million, weighs over 180 tons, contains more than 100,000 precision-engineered components, and there are only a few dozen operating worldwide. That's it. A few dozen machines quietly supporting the digital lives of 8 billion people. Inside this towering structure, something extraordinary happens. 50,000 times per second, microscopic droplets of molten tin are fired through a vacuum chamber. A high-energy laser, powerful enough to generate plasma hotter than the surface of the sun, blasts each droplet. The explosion emits extreme ultraviolet light, but EUV light is absorbed by almost everything, even air, so the entire process takes place inside one of the most perfect vacuums ever engineered. Instead of traditional lenses, the machine uses mirrors polished so smoothly that their imperfections measure less than a single atom. Those mirrors guide the EUV light onto silicon wafers, carving circuit patterns just 3 nanometers wide. That's 25,000 times thinner than a human hair. And those patterns become the most advanced microchips on Earth. Companies like TSMC, Samsung Electronics, and Intel depend on these machines to manufacture chips for smartphones, AI supercomputers, autonomous vehicles, medical devices, satellites, fighter jets, nuclear defense systems. No EUV machines, no advanced chips, no modern civilization. The rise of this machine transformed semiconductors into the new oil. Nations no longer compete only for land or energy. They compete for nanometers. Control over chip manufacturing now shapes geopolitics, trade wars, and global alliances. Entire economies hinge on supply chains stretching across continents, from German optics to American lasers to Japanese materials, all converging into this single, irreplaceable system. If production stopped tomorrow, within months, new smartphone launches would stall, automobile factories would halt, AI development would freeze, military modernization would weaken, financial markets would tremble. Trillions of dollars in value depend on patterns invisible to the human eye. And yet, despite its importance, most people will never see this machine. It sits inside sterile cleanrooms in places like Veldhoven and advanced fabrication plants across Taiwan and South Korea. Technicians in full-body suits move silently around it. Dust particles, smaller than a speck of smoke, are treated like catastrophic threats. Because at this scale, a single impurity can ruin millions of dollars worth of chips. It took decades of research, thousands of engineers, billions of dollars, and international collaboration across rival nations. Many countries have tried to replicate it. None have fully succeeded. This is not just machinery. It is the physical embodiment of human precision. a cathedral of engineering, a symphony of physics, a miracle of nanotechnology. Today, billions of devices awaken every morning. Phones unlock, hospitals power life-saving machines, banks move trillions in milliseconds, satellites guide airplanes across the sky. All of it traces back to patterns etched by beams of invisible light. All of it depends on a machine most people have never heard of. So next time you tap your phone screen, remember, behind every app, behind every AI model, behind every streaming video, behind every spacecraft orbiting Earth, there is a machine carving the future atom by atom, the world's most important machine, and without it, the lights go out. If you love uncovering the hidden systems that quietly run civilization, subscribe, because the world is far more fragile and far more fascinating than it appears.